Hey, what is going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and today I want to talk about Call of Duty Warzone Zombies. Now, we know that this next game will include campaign, multiplayer, zombies, as well as Warzone within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, assuming that's the name. And I've already made a wishlist video talking about what I want to see from the multiplayer, as well as what I want to see from the zombies. But I have not talked about what I want to see from Warzone, but I want to talk about actually Warzone zombies today. Now, of course, this is just based off of leaks and rumors, this is not confirmed, but there is a big chance that we will get a whole mode dedicated to Warzone zombies. Now, what it will most likely be is just the same exact thing as Warzone, whatever this new map is like that we get to see within this game. I'm assuming it's going to be on the same exact map. The difference is there will be zombies and maybe a couple wonder weapons here and there within the map in the loot pool or something like that. That's what I'm assuming Warzone zombies will be, but I'm going to kind of give some suggestions of something even bigger. Now, I don't expect what I'm going to say here to happen at all because it's very out there. It's very like, yeah, I really doubt they would have the time, the resources, or the push to even do this. But I thought of this idea and I thought it would be goddamn awesome. And I want to just get it out there, I guess. So let's talk about it. So I feel like the main reason they'd even do Warzone Zombies is because they know there's an audience out there who wants a realistic, sort of immersive experience in Warzone that has that Cold War vibe to it. And sort of like Blackout, where they just kind of threw in a bunch of like, you know, really outwardly things like zombies, obviously, and like ray guns and stuff. That might not be for everyone. So I guess that's why they'd be splitting up the modes between Warzone and Warzone Zombies rather than just having zombies appear within the Warzone map itself. I kind of get that. But what I think would be really cool, obviously, like I'm saying, this is very unrealistic. They probably wouldn't do this. A whole new map for Warzone Zombies. Not on the same map that we're going to get, which is rumored to apparently be in Pripyat, Ukraine after the Chernobyl incident, apparently. So it's going to have some stuff from Chernobyl in there. We might have the facilities from Chernobyl, some stuff from like Call of Duty 4 that might appear in there, stuff like that. That's what the leaks and the rumors have been saying. Somewhere in Russia, we know that at least. But I would like it a lot, I think, if this Zombies Warzone thing was its own map. And what would be really cool is if it was based off of all zombie locations. I was hoping to get this from Blackout, actually, and we kind of did with Alcatraz, but it was obviously just Alcatraz. Now imagine a whole map where every single portion of it, kind of like Revelations in a way, but a little bit more fluid, a little bit more like, you know, you go through each location, not between like jumping portals, but rather than it just flows into the next one, like seamlessly in a whole big expansive map. And you wouldn't have to really design much new stuff. Obviously, they'd have to, you know, update the graphical settings on the maps, which obviously takes a lot of effort. They have to put some detail in some of the places. But I assume if they already had some of these locations in Black Ops 3 and 4, I don't think it would be the hardest thing in the world, but it would still take them a lot of time and resources, so I'm sure they wouldn't do this. But what I imagine in my mind is just having these locations like the Dreisendraht Castle or Nacht in like the middle of the map, the Ascension Launch Facility, the Shadows of Evil Ruby Rabbit, the Origins, in the entirety of Origins. I feel like that would be really cool. Like Dead Center in the map have like no man's land in there and such, and it's very open and wide. Having Alcatraz Island be a part of the map, which is already in Black Ops 4, obviously. They would want to port over some graphical, you know, upgrades and such, which would take them time. They want to probably put more detail into Alcatraz because, let's be real here, it wasn't that detailed. Blackout didn't have too much detail to its locations, but they would have to do that. And I think that would just be really damn awesome. And of course, the map would be filled with zombies from start to finish. There would be no, you know, shortage of zombies, not like Blackout where they only appeared at certain locations. So you'd have zombies walking everywhere. What I think would be really cool is if zombies were actually a threat, because in Blackout the zombies were more of a nuisance than a threat. I don't think anyone's ever actually died by a zombie. At least personally, I've never seen anyone die by a zombie. I've never had it happen to me. They're just there to kind of piss you off. You just kind of kill a couple of them and you get some loot from them. But I think it'd be cool if they actually posed a threat and killed you in like 4 to 5 hits or something. So you'd be fighting these zombies while you have people shooting at you simultaneously, and you have to avoid the zombies. You have to maybe, you know, flank around them, maybe use them as cover. Maybe, you know, there'll be stuff like from Grief mode, like the meat, where you can throw the meat at another player and then the zombies chase after that player and go after him. Stuff like that would be absolutely awesome, and it makes for some really interesting sort of dynamics. And I think would be also really cool is if they implemented boss zombies into the map. So assuming there's obviously the locations from zombies there, have Der Eisendrache, one Panzer always roaming around Der Eisendrache for an entire match, right? And you can kill him, and if you kill him, you get a special wonder weapon. But obviously, it's not easy to kill him, and he can kill you because you don't have Jug like you would in zombies. So you're there getting, flamethrowered and stuff like that from the Panzer, and if you kill him, maybe you get like a lightning bow or something, which a lightning bow could kill other players and also kill zombies. Obviously, you'd have limited ammo. You wouldn't have, a million shots with it, so it wouldn't work, as the best type of weapon to use. But I think that'd be really cool to have all these awesome boss zombies and wonder weapons that are specific to each map location. So maybe like at the Shadows of Evil Ruby Rabbit, if that was the location, you'd have a Margwa walking around, or if you go to Ascension, you have the monkeys walking around. If you go to Origins, you'd have another Panzer there, stuff like that. Alcatraz would have the Warden surrounding the place. All these things would make for such a nostalgic zombies experience by using all of these epic things from zombies past, while also being a really fun mode that's separate from Warzone. So Warzone can be its own thing. It can be just like we have in Modern Warfare Warzone, where it's more of an immersive experience. There's not really silly things in it other than some silly camos, but for the most part, the guns and the weapons and the vehicles, they're all relatively, normal. But then zombies, Warzone zombies, have a whole new map. You can go crazy with it, and that's why I want a whole new map, because if you're just using the regular Warzone map, you can't really go crazy with it. You're not going to have zombie locations. I really doubt this Warzone map is going to have any zombie locations because they want to keep it realistic. Now, they might have some, callbacks to some zombie locations, like they might have a building that's shaped just like Nocturne and Toten. I could see them doing something like that, but they wouldn't have any zombies in it, and it wouldn't have any, correlation to the zombies mode. At least I don't think they would. So if they were to do this, it would just be awesome, man. And I can only dream of this because, like I said, I doubt this is going to happen. This is what I dreamed of when Blackout was announced, and I was always saying they need to make another map for zombies and only, and I think that would have been so cool. Alcatraz was a step in the right direction, but it wasn't exactly what I was hoping for, exactly what I was, wanting. And in terms of vehicles, you can go crazy with vehicles as well. You could have the transit bus as a drivable vehicle. We've always wanted that in Blackout, but that would be a little bit ridiculous in Warzone, like the main mode. In my opinion, I wouldn't have any problem with it, but I know other people would. I know there's a decent portion of the community that really wants it to stay, somewhat immersive to the Cold War era. So if they were to put, a transit bus in there, it'd be like, what the hell? So put it in Warzone Zombies. Drive around a transit bus. How awesome would that be, with your teammates all in the back, shooting out the back, the zombies chasing after you, all those players maybe flying over in the Mob of the Dead plane or something that you can drive. Imagine how awesome that would be. And like I said, this is all in my head, all my dreamings and hopes for this game, but a man can dream, you know what I mean? A man can dream. So I want to see what you guys think about this in the comment section below. What do you hope to see from Warzone Zombies? I hope this whole game is just fantastic. I've talked about this, a lot. I don't really expect there to be that many different mechanics from what we've seen in Warzone, other than, maybe adding in some different things like with the zombies and such. But in terms of how it plays, like going to the Gulag, obviously the Gulag might be a little bit different. Maybe it'd be the Alcatraz prison as a Gulag rather than it being, the Gulag prison from Modern Warfare. I think that would be pretty cool. And then you fly back in, you come back in as normal, and yeah, I think it would be a grand experience that I hope this game can deliver. Maybe they wouldn't deliver it right away, because if they were to have 2 maps at launch, that would be a little crazy. I could see maybe if they were to do something like this, it'd be like halfway through the life cycle, like in April of next year or something like that. But for now, probably not. This is just, me hoping for the most, but I think we do need to keep our expectations a little bit lower, not because I think this game is going to be bad. You guys have already seen me say I think this game is going to be amazing, but I do think it might lack the amount of content that we might be expecting, even if the content itself is really good and well designed, which I hope it is. Treyarch has never let me down at a massive scale. Black Ops 4, I've always said I like the game, but it is still a disappointment because my expectations were still a lot higher than what we got within that game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.